Noble 1, this is Noble Actual. Noble 1, go ahead. We need that base taken out, son. What's your status? Still outside. Thermal on the interior shows standing room only. We're gonna have to thin them out or we'll be way too popular. Copy that, Noble 1. Holland out. We've got a job to do, so let's stay focused and get it done. 6, are you in position?
Affirmative.
Good. Execute.
Hi, this is Nemesis, and welcome to a Let's Play of Halo Reach.
Covenant own this sector now, but they're defending for a major strike, not a small group infiltration. Eliminate all hostile ground-to-air defenses so the rest of Noble can land at short base for the torch and burn. Keep a low profile. We take them by surprise, this will be a hell of a lot easier.
This is the level of the package,
Spartan, we'll follow you.
and we're trying to get back into the sword base, except now there's water and stuff because, well, the glaciers have melted because of the
Watch for bodies.
Covenant glassing the planet. And they said that this will be easier if we keep a low profile. Unfortunately, you really cannot do that for a long period of time. Because pretty much no matter what you do, you're going to get caught pretty quickly. And also, like June said in the last video, Covenant owns sword now. And also, like we found out in the last video, Cat's now dead. So, it's 2 members down. I think this is the only time I actually drive a ghost in this game, and it does not last that long.
Enemies down! Enemies down!
Really, it doesn't last long just because
Sending us back here for a simple demo up. Only thinks it's worth it. Want to tell you something? You can tell me things ain't so simple. Might be a Scorpion that's still operational. 6.
Really?
Take a look.
I had no idea. So, we finally get to drive a tank. And once again, slight redesign, like the
Personal space.
cockpit is slightly different again. Once again, it's just like Halo 3 and ODST, where you have a separate turret gunner. You don't control it yourself. Other than that, there's a Scorpion. Big explosive fun.
We're clear.
Yeah, this bit looks very familiar because it's the part where we were going towards way back in Sword Base, where we activated the anti-air stuff. Except now Covenant have their own anti-air. This is just one way of dealing with it. You can, you could go out here with the tank and blow stuff up and jump into the turrets and blow them up from the inside, or you could just do what I did and first get stuck on something. Get stuck on a piece of a ghost. But then, yeah. This is the easy way to deal with these turrets. Just blow them up with the tank.
First target neutralized. Falcon, stand by.
I just like the sound of the tank in this one. They really beefed up all the weapon sounds in Reach compared to other Halos.
Nice job.
I mean, you can hear the metal clanking together and everything from like the tank reloading. amazing. Yeah, that's one of those random things that happen. That piece of Banshee fell in front of me, and I fired her at the wrong time.
This one's for Cat.
I also know this, that there's an achievement for being able to get keeping your tank alive until you have to bail out anyway on Legendary, because there is a lot of stuff being thrown at you in this mission. And on Legendary it gets worse. Hopefully I'm on normal, but even then, because of the shooting at point blank and that Banshee bomb, my tank's already smoking.
Really missing Cat about now.
Enemy goes down. Target acquired. We're clear.
This right here is the parts that can really mess you up, because there is a lot of stuff being thrown around. Banshees, Revenants, turrets of both the fuel rod and just the standard variety being on fire because of that stupid turret, and I wasn't paying attention to it.
Incoming. Look out.
I saw the turret way off in the distance. I will see you. And then, of course, because the stupid fuel rod thing actually track, you can get killed even though you hide behind the wall. I remember one thing about this game that fans were really angry about was the fact it pretty much ignored the Fall of Reach book and it kind of established its own story, which kind of, there's a lot of conflicting stuff between this and the Fall of Reach, which pissed off all our fans, even though earlier Bungie's always said in their minds the games always are, and they have this like tiers for what's most important when it comes to canon.
Kill them all, Noble.
And the games are always the most important. So if something, they said, if something between a book and a game conflict with each other, the game is the canon. And it's always whatever's newest is also canon. So something like Halo 3, like something conflicts in Halo 3 with Halo 2, Halo 3 is the canon one. Just, that's how it is. So in other words, a lot of people are upset just because they decided to change the canon with this game and they did not like that. I kind of understand the concern, but I'm just kind of surprised that people are upset just because it's like they disregarded the Fall of Reach completely, and it's like I'm every time now. Well, now that 343 is probably going to be different, but every time, you know, I knew that every time a new Bungie game came out, that Halo game came out, that it's just there's a good chance that there's a very good chance that there's going to be conflict between what we read and what we play. This was no different. Oh, there's a rat. Trying to look at the rat, but by the way, you can, in fact, shoot the rat. pretty sure I have now pretty much used every single weapon in the game. At some point. Pretty sure. Well, except for the stage turrets, but...
I've got this.
I've had bad luck trying to use turrets before in this Halo games. I don't know what it is. That's one thing I always liked about the needle rifle. Just 3 shots, boom. So if you can't hit their head for whatever reason, just keep shooting at their body. It'll blow up. And yeah, believe it or not, Anniversary comes out tomorrow. Surprising, huh? It'll be 10 years old. I mean, this whole game, the whole series is 10 years old. Well, from release. On the 15th, tomorrow.
Where are we going now, boss?
Please proceed to the pre-arranged coordinates.
Cryptic.
You know as much as I do, Noble Form.
Oh, look, we're back in that multiplayer level. It's even worse shape than it was the first time.
Commander.
Now there's invisible elites. Oh, and there's that an engineer float in the background. I don't think I saw. Wait, no, never mind. It's a piece of the statue. Wow. Yeah, sometimes there is, in fact. Oh, yeah, there is. Hey, he was there. Wow. I can't not remember how this game went when I was recording. It's kind of funny though, because it kind of, when the engineer gives him the overshield, it kind of nullifies the cloaking. Fail grenade. Yes, I was rushing towards him, and that concussion rifle pushed me right back. I like it when I'm doing that, but I hate it when enemies do it to me.
This is it. In here.
Oh, right here. There's these little things I never really talked about. They're data pads. They're like the skulls in like Halo 3 and 2. They're just hidden all over the place, and you just gotta find them. And some of them you can only find on Legendary. I never talked about it though, just because they're not relevant, and some of them are actually quite difficult to get. So it was just didn't have time to get them all. So whatever. Just showed you one just because that's the easiest one to find. If you're not exploring, it's probably the first one you will find.
Or we're committed to the position.
I'm going with cornered. There's nothing here.
No load-bearing columns either. Sir, if we're supposed to blow this place, this ain't the spot to do it from.
Dot, check your vector.
Vector confirmed, Commander. We are precisely where Oni has directed. Apologies. Coordinates revised. Please confirm.
Revised?
By an AI of unknown origin, whose clearance is well above my own.
Well, it's pointing us a click and a half east and 2,000 feet underground.
I didn't bring my shovel,
Oh,
Commander.
Sir, I say we go AI free on this one. Obviously, these coordinates are junk, and the longer we go chasing them.
What is this, Dot?
Our revised route, Commander.
All right, we came this far.
Secret panel. Oni is full of secrets. And they're also not above skirting the law either to get stuff done. Or just outright, disobeying the law. Including the Spartan program itself. I mean, kidnapping children and forcing them into service. That can't be legal.
Your new AI friend tell you anything else, Dot? Dot.
She's been expecting you.
Well, that's ominous.
That's perfect.
Apologies for the unusual security measures,
Oh, it's
Commander,
Dr.
but
Halsey.
the stakes demand it.
Dr. Halsey. Casualty reports have you listed as...
Yes, well, as they say, news of my death has been greatly exaggerated. I only wish the same could be said of the rest of Noble Team.
We all do, ma'am.
It may please you to learn that the data module Noble 2 procured from Visegrad Station contained precisely what my scientist promised. A latchkey discovery. It has unlocked, at last, the secrets of this excavation.
Not sure I understand.
Your orders were a pretext to bring you to me and have been overridden. You are here, Team Noble, to ensure the delivery of this vital data to a secure location.
Doctor, our orders are to destroy all sensitive material.
Others will handle the demolition.
I'll need to confirm this new directive with command.
Colonel Holland will be briefed. You belong to Oni now.
Like I said, even everyone else in the military is not really trust Oni. For good reason.
Before you is an alien artifact, neither human nor covenant in origin, advanced beyond our comprehension.
Forerunner.
Thanks to Noble 2, the decrypting of its data is nearly complete.
Whatever we're doing down here, we better do it quick.
Have your data ready, ma'am. We're coming to you.
The decrypting process is still underway.
I don't think you understand. We're out of time. If it isn't portable when we reach you, it's gonna get buried.
Bury any of it, and you bury mankind's best chance for survival. Commander, you've been wondering what your Spartans died for? They died for this. Please, buy me all the time you can.
Let's find Halsey's lab.
The thing is,
Only was expecting company? They sure as hell got it. Doctor, we have hostiles inbound.
Spartans, you cannot allow the Covenant to break through the door to my lab.
Understood. Let's give the doctor the time she needs.
Noble team, there are 4 defense turrets to assist you in defending the lab. Get them online, and quick. When the turrets take too much damage, they'll shut down to recharge. You'll need to reactivate them when they come back online.
Noble 6, activate the turret to set up a perimeter.
okay. Now that I'm not going to be interrupted anymore. Anyway, the thing is, Dr. Halsey was first introduced to us in The Fall of Reach, so you have to read The Fall of Reach to understand who the character is, or even care about her at all. So it kind of does make sense that people who read that are kind of pissed that this kind of breaks that.
They're landing out of range, across the bridge!
Well, only breaks some of it. I mean, it breaks mostly the later part of the book. Most of the early part of the book, it's pretty much still fits. It's just kind of weird that, yeah, you need to have read the books to understand who Dr. Halsey is and why you should care about her as a character, but if you read the books and then play this, you're prone to, you know, kind of getting mad about the fact they decided to change the story a bit. And this right here is a firefight level, and is also one of the most notorious areas of the game for having nasty frame rate issues. Like, using a scoped weapon looking this direction has a tendency to kill the frame rate, like right there. You might have saw a little hitch. Oh yeah, another tip. Fighting brutes, believe it, needle rifle is probably one of your best bets, just because no matter what, 3 shots anywhere on the body, blow them up. Not any difficulty. Also, activated 4 turrets are, you know, shooting up the Covenant, and oddly enough, I mean, I'm just finding it weird because usually the difficulties I play on, usually by now the turrets have been completely, you know, most of the turrets are dead or mostly dead. Because on normal, I guess they're still going. Because they do, the Covenant, as you see, the turrets have the health meters, and the Covenant do shoot at them to knock them out. Now I'm trying to take out that stupid tank with its laser. and it's blocked by rocks, so I'm having a hard time seeing it. I completely whiffed it, but I have a better way of taking it out. Here's an odd little thing. These Banshees, no Covenant whatsoever in them. I don't know why, but they just don't have any in them. So when you board it, you just do the animation and pick nothing out of it. It's a very strange thing. I really don't know why that happens. You also got to be really careful while flying right in front of a Wraith, just because, well, they have a tendency to fire even if you're point blank. There's that little prompt again telling me to switch to the Banshee bomb with Y, even though I've already been using it.
Hold on, Spartans. I'm getting close.
Another Phantom dropping troops to flank us. Maybe we can grab a Banshee and bring the fight to them.
Way ahead of you. Covenant, actually showing some degree of sense, realizes I'm probably the most dangerous target for them right now and start, pretty much focusing on me. Most of them, anyway.
Shutting down.
Yeah. One turret just got disabled and you have to go and, re-enable it. Just have to wait a couple seconds from when it shuts down to being able to re-enable it. But yeah, this sequence is pretty much almost like Firefight. Waves and enemies just coming endlessly, or seemingly endlessly. Although in Firefight you don't get the turrets, I don't think that's a thing.
The package is almost ready. Just a little more.
Trying to get that stupid prompt to stop popping up.
More Covenant. Get your defenses ready, 6.
More ready than they already are? Okay. Objective complete.
Well done, Spartans. I'm opening the laboratory door.
Oh, and also here, I almost forgot about it, but on this section, there is probably one of the single best Easter eggs.
Doors open, Noble 6. Get to the lab.
Because it's this, you have to be on Legendary, and you have to do this really crazy set, go through this crazy set of circumstances to get it. But when you do, you find this little room that has just this massive tribute to the Halo fan base. It's just all sorts of, it's just crazy. It's just entries on HBO, Red vs. Blue, this Spartan Life, all sorts of fan projects. It's amazing. One problem is you have to be on Legendary, and it's pretty complicated and difficult just because you have to fight like a whole bunch of elites that are like the strongest elites. Well, that's kind of interesting looking.
What is this stuff?
Knowledge. A birthright from an ancient civilization. This AI is its custodian, and she has chosen you as her couriers.
Chosen? By an AI?
By this AI, yes. Her measure of you carries as much weight as my own. Perhaps more.
Cortana.
You are to take her to the UNSC shipbreaking yard in Azad. There, you'll find a Halcyon-class cruiser waiting to get her off-planet.
I understand.
Do you? Mankind is outmatched. When Reach falls, and it will fall, our annihilation is all but certain. Unless we can glean from this artifact a defense against the Covenant. A game-changer. On the level of the conical bullet in the 19th century, or faster-than-light travel in the 23rd.
And what if we can't?
An apt question, if there were somewhere else to place our hope. There is not. Take it, Lieutenant. She has made her choice.
Oh.
Do you have it?
Yes.
Say the words, please.
I have it.
That's just a system they use for like very fragile or dangerous stuff when trying to like transferring one person to another. One says, basically, it's like, do you have it?
Dr. Halsey,
I have it.
Noble 3
That's
will
what you
escort
have
to
to
Castle
do.
Base.
I require no escort, Commander.
June, make sure nothing falls into enemy hands.
I'll do what's necessary, sir. Good luck.
You too, Rifleman.
So, this is the last time we see June. And we don't see it, but he does die. Everyone dies. We already know this. Halsey survives, though.
I need a heading dot.
At 3 kilometers north, turn right, heading 050.
Which leads to?
The shipbreaking yards in Azod. The only off-planet extraction point left on this continent. Small-scale air attacks have decimated many convoys en route. An armada of Covenant cruisers is hastening to the site as well. UNSC cruiser Pillar of Autumn is awaiting your arrival.
Wouldn't be a noble mission if it were easy.
And this is how they tie it into Halo 1. And with that, once again, I'm Nemesis, and I shall see you next time. Bye.